Hey everybody, Michael here from GetFitOver40.com. This will be my official 3 weeks out to the Vancouver Fall Classic, even though we're actually within the 3 weeks. So it's Monday, last Saturday, so 2 days ago would have been 3 weeks out. And so I thought I'd give you guys an update and talk about a cool product that just got shipped to me that I really think is going to help with just, getting some other understanding about what's going on with my body during this prep. And I'm glad it came now because this last 3 weeks, it's good to know. It's just one way to measure fat. There's I've got my InBody scales at the gym at home, but having multiple sources of information can help because sometimes they're not 100%. They always vary a little bit. Doesn't matter how good they are. Even Dexa scans can vary, can fluctuate. So having multiple information coming in about my body fat is going to be useful because if one machine's saying one thing and another saying another, at least I can kind of go, okay, we're probably somewhere in the middle, or let's not take it too seriously. But the whole point of these devices that measure body fat is it'll give you sometimes it'll be up, sometimes it'll be down. A lot of it depends on water retention and different things like that and what's going on in your body. But overall, what you're going to see is a trend. And so you want to follow the trend. So, you have to look at other things. You have to look in the mirror first and foremost and see what's going on. But sometimes your mind can play games and you just can't even really, you look in the mirror and you're like, am I there? Is this where I want to be? So this is just a great tool. It's called the Bello 2. And let's open it up. I don't know a lot about it. So this isn't my official review. This is just an unboxing. I want to familiarize you guys with this product. I will be talking a little bit more about what's going on with the cut and everything with the contest prep, but let's get this product, this Bello 2, covered first. I'm really excited to get using it. And it's from a company called Olive Healthcare. That's the company. So they do have a website. I'll put links in the description where you can get this, probably an Amazon link or whatever, but at least, a link to their website. And so what this is it's kind of like, the best way I can describe it is that it measures body fat. It doesn't do it by, sending an electrical signal through your whole body and trying to measure body fat from one arm to the other arm or one arm to the one leg. It does it like spot check. So it spot checks the bicep, it spot checks the thigh and the abs. So there's basically 3 measurements, well 5. So you got both arms, both legs, and then your stomach, right? And that gives you a pretty good idea of what your body fat is for your body. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's supposed to be very similar or close to a Dexa scan in accuracy. That's the sort of epitome of getting your body fat tested is the Dexa scan. Even those you can go to one place, get a Dexa scan, and go to another place and be as much as 1 or 2% different depending on the calibration of the Dexa scan. So again, these devices are not 100%. They don't know exactly what's going on. But again, if you're testing your body fat on one Dexa scan, even if it's higher than it is, you're still going to see a downward trend. And that's what we kind of want at the end of the day is a downward trend. The number is less important than knowing you're losing fat because that number isn't always 100% accurate. Okay, I didn't even show you the box yet. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let me do this first. I shouldn't have opened it yet. Let's close it up. We'll start that over. Okay. So on the box, there's your box. Okay. And so it says Tailored Body Fat Management Bello. This is the Bello 2, from what I understand. Bello serves your healthy life, accurate fat analysis, personalized recommendation, 9-block therapy, quick results, design and usability. So it works with Google and Apple. And let's take a look here. Let's look inside. So you have a quick start guide, which has a scan for the app. Essentially the app's going to take you through most of it. I don't know if it's charged or not, but it does. It's very tiny. It's smaller than I thought it would be. So you can see how tiny it is. Pretty cool device. It's very lightweight. It's got the sensors on the bottom. It does come with a USB type C charger. That's nice. So it's a USB-C. I got lots of those. It's a little bit better charging system. There's nothing on here. So just for fun, I do have my app whoops, on my phone. Let's just see if we can pair it. If this doesn't work out, I'll just like skip this section. It's not that super important. But it says ready to connect. Let's connect when using the app. So we're going to turn on the device. Hopefully it's got some sort of charge. There it is. Okay. It sees it. Connect. So it's going through. I'm just telling you what's going on. So it says I got to charge it. It says connected shortage. Please connect your charger. Yeah, so it needs to be charged. We're going to charge it. I'm not going to do a scan just yet. We'll save that for the review, or maybe some sort of I'll maybe talk about it in another video if it's working and everything. But I do want to do a full follow-up review for sure on this device and make sure, like give you an idea of, is it accurate? Is it similar to the InBody, both the gym InBody and my home InBody, which both of those are usually within about, 0.5 to 1% difference. But again, they track pretty similarly. If my body fat's going down, both of them tend to indicate that. If it's going up, they both tend to indicate that. So at the end of the day, we're just looking for trends. All right, so there's going to be a lot more on this product, this Bello 2. And I will be reviewing it fully, and I will be using it extensively, hopefully during this cut, and talking maybe a little bit about it in future videos, not like full review stuff, but some information about it there. So we're gonna charge this up. I do have a charger here. I'll turn that off, and we'll charge this bad boy up. Okay, let's get that charging. All right. So what's going on? What's going on with this contest prep? How am I feeling? How's it going? Are things starting to go in the right, or are they going in the right direction? Not just starting, I think they have been, but are things going well? Yeah, I think things are going well. We're just under 3 weeks out. The body weight, to be honest, hasn't dropped a lot, but I am seeing fat loss. I'm seeing fat loss being measured, not as much as I'd like to see, but again, it is a downward trend. I'm seeing in the mirror what looks to me like fat loss. Definitely it seemed like there was a lot more from say week 6 to week 4 out. It seemed like it happened pretty quick. And then from 4 on, it's been slower. So this week, I've dropped the calories just starting yesterday, Sunday, a little bit, not a lot. Like I'm trying to hit just around 1,500 calories, but if I go a little bit over, that's okay. So that's calories eaten. I was doing 2,000 calories before that for several weeks, like 6 to 7 weeks, and making progress. But it seems like things slowed down a little bit, which does happen. The metabolism, your body adjusts. Even though I'm literally only eating 2,000 calories and burning as much as 1,500 to 2,000 calories a day, that would be that would be a really busy day, 2,000 calories. But I'm usually just over 1,500 calories of exercise. So technically, I should be in almost close to a 1,500 calorie deficit every day. Sometimes your math is off. Sometimes you had a little bit, like my wife has lunch or breakfast with me, and I got my 2 eggs, and she's got hash browns. I might grab a hash brown. You do that you do that several times a day. You could add a couple hundred extra calories. So that's possible, right? But I'm pretty good. I don't snack. I don't cheat that much. I'm at least for sure 100%, 1,000 calories under every day if you were to average it out for the week, which should give me about a 7,000 calorie deficit for the week, which should be about 2 pounds of fat loss per week. Am I seeing that on the scale? No, but I am seeing my basically my body mass, so my muscle mass, staying very consistent, and I see my fat going down. So that's a good thing. I'm not losing muscle or lean tissue, but I am losing fat. And so that's the goal. I've got 3 weeks to go. We're going to do this 1,500 calories for this week till the weekend and adjust as needed. I don't think I'll go much lower than 1,500. I might even bring it up if I'm feeling like I'm really close to stage ready 2 weeks out. I might bring my calories up just a smidge for a week before I get into the lower calorie prep week, the peak week, which is where I'll be super strict, very high protein, very low fat, very low carb for a week. And that tends to do a lot. I get a lot accomplished. Any last little bits tend to come off during that week. So we'll kind of play the last 2 weeks by ear. This next week, as I said, we're going to shoot for about 15 to 1600 calories a day, give or take, with 1500 calories of exercise. So my BMR is about 2100, so I should be close to a 2000 calorie deficit every day this week, which should significantly drop the weight. Even if my metabolism's a little bit screwed at this point, it still should put it into overdrive for this week. And again, I might do a carb load. I might do like a refeed on Saturday or Sunday. I definitely want to do either this weekend coming up or next, or the weekend before the show, like so a week before the show. I want to do like a pseudo carb load, just to see how my body responds to, say, 500 grams of carbs in a day, see what happens. Do I spill over? Do I look really good? Does it, am I hitting the marks? Because, I've found personally as I get older, when I load the carbs up, especially if my body isn't at 100%, isn't working 100% because it's stressed from all the dieting and training and exercise. If my body is stressed and my organs are stressed, my liver, my kidney, then I don't process carbs as well as I used to. And if I go too hard with the carbs, it doesn't even take that much, then I can spill over really, really easy because my body just isn't processing them properly. So I have to be careful with that. And a lot of it is based on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling really good, then I know, generally speaking, everything's working better and I can get away with eating more carbs. If I'm not feeling very good, if I'm really lethargic, really tired, which is inevitable to some degree during the peak week, but I know when it's worse than normal. And if it's worse than normal, then I'll have to be a little extra careful with the carbs. I'd rather come in a little depleted, a little less full, but shredded than be really full but spilling over and losing all the detail. Because for me, I've talked about in other contest prep videos or other show videos, I'm not the mass guy, I'm not the biggest guy on the stage, but I hope to be aesthetic, one of the more aesthetic guys with a really good lean muscle mass to leanness. Again, there's going to be guys that are bigger than me. There always is. I never hit my weight cap in classic physique. I'm usually close to 15 to 20 pounds under it, even when I'm eating right before my weigh-in, and all these other guys are starving to death to weigh in. I'm still like well under my weight. All right, so that's kind of it. I'll be in touch with the Bello 2. We'll talk a little bit more about that once I get playing around with it and know more about it. And again, there will be like a full review video probably after the show, because then I'll have all that information that I've collected during the contest prep, which is going to be awesome. And I can compare it to my InBody scales, what they're telling me. Are they kind of similar? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see what happens in terms of those two devices and how they compare. So I think that'd be a good comparison. All right, thanks for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.